So I think I can say that standing between you and the senator is about the closest I'll get to politics. So let's talk about Flint a little bit. Great. So there's mobile payments is about the biggest buzzword since Y2K right now. And really what Flint is at the end of the day is that it's payments for small mobile businesses, which is a different really market and a different product. And what we're all about is enabling the service business to easily accept a credit card with a simple app, and then you just scan the card. All you need is your phone. And then we also open up very simple and easy marketing tools to generate repeat and referral business. So a lot of time here has been spent on discovery in the front end of the funnel. And what Flint does is open up pathways for businesses to generate kind of more business after post-transaction, which is really proven to be really valuable. I'm also here today to announce our Series B, which we just announced this morning. $6 million funding led by Digicel. Digicel is one of the fastest growing mobile operators in the world right now, based mostly outside the US. I'm really excited to be partnering with them. At the end of the day, this is what we're all about. And when we say zero friction payments, it really means all you need is your app. You can download it, and within 2 minutes, you are up and running, accepting payments and doing business in new ways. And the other part of what we do, unlike others, is we say the data belongs to the merchant, the data belongs to our partners, and so we use the tools that consumers already have their hands on to generate more business for these small businesses. And so, as you know, the average consumer has like 100 apps on their phone, and what our belief is, make what people already have work better versus build a new consumer network on the back end of it. What we've talked a lot about here is how mobile is different from fixed, and we've talked a lot about that from a consumer point of view. We see the same thing in businesses. So mobile businesses, like a photographer, fundamentally operate differently than a coffee shop. And that's really at the core of what Flint is all about, and fundamentally how in our DNA we're different than someone like a Square and others like PayPal. This is what it looks like. It's about easy payments and easy marketing. The simple cycle is you get the app. You can see here we securely just scan the main numbers off the card, highly customizable marketing assets like receipts, which can be integrated with partners, easy integration to social networks to drive better referrals and reviews, and then lastly, an online console to see all your customer activity and to give you the data that you need to be smarter about how you reach out to customers. The customers look like this, and there's millions of them that are largely untapped, and many of you talked to them today. There's over 17 million of these service businesses. The core thing to look at here is you don't see a single point of sale. These are all on-the-go businesses that operate in your house, in your office, on a soccer field, at parties. That is our core market. It's over $1 trillion in commerce a year, and we're just getting started, and we're really looking to build an ecosystem to build it out. That leads to this, which is as a company, from the very, very beginning of Flint, we thought about building an ecosystem. So if you're someone who talks to these service businesses as part of your audience, we can help with everything from providing an integrated module into a mobile app you might already have, to opening up reseller programs, to working on co-marketing programs. And really at the end of the day, it's about making the small business successful in our view. We're not looking to own the end-to-end network. We're really looking to change the world for the small business. So we're here, Ed and I are here today. Come by our booth, we're glad to show you a demo and talk more about how we can potentially work together. Thanks a lot. Is there time? Yeah, so I guess there's a couple minutes. Any questions or thoughts people might want to be curious about? Bueller? Anyone? Anyone?
Okay, I have a question.
Great. Oh, yeah?
Can you go into a little bit more of sort of the partnership opportunities and, you know, sort of your sort of ideal scenarios?
Yeah, so it really depends, but there's essentially two main scenarios. One, which is the ability to start to participate in payments without taking on the risk and the operational headaches. We have a number of co-branded programs where people can offer Flint as part of their solution through a simple co-branded sign-up pages when there's rev share agreements and things like that. The ones that are, you know, longer term, more interesting, or really have to do with solution integration and enabling your applications or your services with some of these transactional components as part of an offering that you already bring to market. And what comes with that is better data around what's happening in these service businesses, which feed back into your services. So there's, and then the other side of that, of course, is the ability to integrate, let's say, a marketing type of service that you might have into the flow of the transaction, such as a receipt or through a review, basically a review landing pages that happen naturally through the flow of transactions. So it's a pretty flexible platform, and we have a number of examples of both types of partnerships. But it really does open up new ways to interact with the small businesses and their consumers by virtue of what we're seeing.
Okay. Do we have other questions? Okay, I wanted to ask you also a little bit about sort of just technically, do consumers need an app? What is sort of the wallet aspect?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. So there's no consumer app needed at all. Our whole focus is about ease of use. At the end of the day, there's way too much technology for the average small business or consumer to really get their arms around right now. And so our whole philosophy is about require just the merchant who has the most incentive. All they need to do is get the app or get an app. There's no hardware, there's no consumer app required, and then just with that one single change in the whole chain, which is a simple app, the business is able to open up all sorts of new interactions and transactions. Importantly, we're very clear we are not trying to build a consumer network that's Flint branded. Our whole mission is about how we can integrate into things that consumers already have in their hands to better enable these mobile businesses. So that's why, you know, unlike others, we believe the data belongs to the business, not to us, and so we'll empower our merchants with email addresses for various types of follow-up marketing. We'll empower our merchants to leverage existing social networks to generate referrals or testimonials as opposed to trying to build our own. And ultimately, you'll see us integrating with various forms of other mobile wallets or other mobile apps to close the loop, versus we're not going to build a walled garden around Flint. That's a fundamental in how we thought about the company. So and that's quite different compared to a number of the others in the space. Yeah.
Great. Thank you
All right.
so much.
Thanks a lot. Take care.